taking on the New Orleans Saints. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And we are underway from the Superdome.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
On play action, now Carr. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete to open things up.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Little short pass here to Hill. Oh, what a move. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. They run it again with Kamara. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 4.
On play action, it's Carr. Sliding out of the pocket. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. Touchdown, Saints.
Chris Olave.
34 yards.
And the Saints will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. So their second touchdown of this first half, they went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, they're only up 12-0. One extra point on the other side can ultimately beat you if they score twice.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Pass incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
2nd and 10. Now Allen. Shakir holds it in. There he goes, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook.
Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Play action. Now it's Allen rolling to his right. This is caught. Touchdown, Bills. Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills are back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down. Throwing now is Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. He tried to get away, but to no avail, and an absolute killer there. A 12-yard loss on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Allen. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
That grounding call could very well doom this drive. We'll see. They'll try again here, 3rd and goal. Now Allen.
Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain. Still a ways to go, though.
The kick by Bass is good.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now Carr on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Open man is Diggs. He's got him.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. On first down, Allen.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Again, they'll throw with Allen.
Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Allen going to throw.
That's complete to Sherfield.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. Touchdown!
This is our time.
James Cook.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And this is back to a 5-point game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And Knox is going to have a Bills first down as he'll get this up past the 40.
Here's Allen.
Going right back to Knox, and again a completion.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brian Brzee able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
Fielded at the 20.
55-yard punt, 11 on the return.
And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Carr now on first down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. So after the INT, it's Allen. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Allen. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Play action. Now it's Carr. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So Carr departs and on is Blake Groupie for the Saints field goal. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Allen going to audible to a different look. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Fighting his way through contact. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. To throw on 3rd down, Allen. He's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Flushed out right. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket, try to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number 1, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But
well, this is taken in. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
That'll be caught by Hill. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Carr going to go on 4th down. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he had to force it there on 4th down, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who are getting 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. To throw is Allen. He gets this complete to Diggs. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Allen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can. Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Now Allen. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Oh, and the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Carr to throw. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Caught right side, Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Throwing, Allen. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Carr going to throw here.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, it was a defender who got up there, and that was the end of the ball game. Close one throughout. One team just had a little bit more at the end than the other.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.